Today we're going to be looking at some EAS scenarios, which are the scariest videos to ever EAS. Now, for those of you who are regular to the series, you're probably expecting me to send, some form of demon after you if you don't like the video. But nah, you know what? I'm a changed man. Plus, I already have like tens of thousands of grilled PB&Js at my disposal, so I don't think I really need to be sending demons after you guys anymore. However, I have been, doing some dealings for certain demons. Y'all might just want to protect your chalky milk at some point in the future. That's all I'm gonna say. And for those of you who are new, I send demons after my subscribers. Now that probably just made this a terrible, point in time for me to ask for a subscription, so maybe wait till the end of the video to do that. But anyways, let's not waste any more time. Let's hop right into the EAS scenarios. Now the first video we're going to be looking at today is called That's Not My Dog Anymore, an analog horror made by Dead Signal VHS, which we've covered, I think, a couple of their videos in the past, and they make some really high quality, really creepy videos. So I'm actually super excited for this, although I'm probably going to be scared of my dog Butter after it, so we'll find out.
Have you ever heard your dog try to speak? Not a growl, not a bark, not a trick. Actual words forming in the back of its throat like something human was learning your language. If that's happened, don't reply, ever. We've recorded 19 confirmed cases, pet owners, all ordinary, all loyal, until one day their dog looked them in the eye and said their name. Exactly how a human would say it.
Bro, okay, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna try and pause too much here. But seriously, imagine, your dog's outside, you're like, hey, yo, Dexter, it's time to come inside. No, Bob, I would rather chase rabbits and eat their poop tonight. Hey, yo, SCP Foundation? Yeah, I got him right over here. Like, seriously, imagine your dog just, it has never spoken a human word, but then just says a completely, human sentence, but, clearly from the perspective of a dog. Like, yeah, that would be kind of creepy, but that would also be so funny.
It doesn't start with full sentences. It starts with whispers. You'll think
just
you're
one
imagining
word.
Things. Maybe you're sleep deprived. Maybe
okay,
the TV's
always
still on. But then the whisper happens again from behind the door. And your dog is sitting perfectly still, staring at it. Here's what we know. If your dog speaks, never speak back. Don't run, don't scream, don't even whisper. It's not your dog doing the talking. We believe something is using the dog, learning your tone, your emotions, your weakness. The voice gets better every night. The first word is always your name. The second is usually come. And if you answer it, even once, the thing learns your voice too. People who spoke back.
Wait, but then what's the big
Doors
issue?
Left open, dogs left behind, still sitting, still staring, still whispering, but now with two voices. What if dogs have always been watching for it? What if their growls weren't random? What if they weren't barking at shadows?
You cannot be telling me this, bro.
About the voice learning to speak. You love your dog, but ask yourself, when was the last time it blinked? If you've already heard your dog speak, it's probably too late, but you're not alone. Drop a paw in the comments if you've ever heard something you wish you
I got you, bro.
We'll be watching.
Who the hell are you, bro? You sound like you kind of the villain of the story. But no, the thing that I actually hate about this EAS scenario is, look, I take Butter out, usually in the middle of the night, maybe 2, 3 a.m. because she has to go to the bathroom. And bro, there are actually some times where she would just, freeze, look off into the distance at some, trees or some, I don't know, some bushes or whatnot that are just covered in shade, and she would just stare. And, I couldn't get her attention away from it. And I'm gonna be completely honest, I know you're supposed to trust dogs' instincts, but I think after a few times of me seeing her do this, I kind of, was like, all right, Butter, we gotta go inside. I kind of stopped paying attention to it. However, there was this one time, and I got no proof of anything actually happening, but I don't know what it was, but she just immediately froze when I told her to go to the bathroom or whatnot, and she was just staring at an apartment. Just all the windows were completely pitch black, and she was just staring at it. In that moment, I actually got kind of spooked, bro. I was like, what are you looking at? I think it was me getting spooked. That spooked me even more, because normally that doesn't even happen. But I guess like all of this is to say that they're saying like, you know, the dogs, they see something there that you don't. And I'd be like, hell no, you cannot be telling me that. But Butter is literally just a trickster when it comes to that. Also, I hate how meanwhile I'm telling you this whole story, I see this little figure just staring on right back at me like, bro, chill, we don't need to make eye contact. All right, up next we have an EAS scenario called The Twisted One, made by Clockwork Wolf. Now, brother, they got like a fraction of the amount of subs that they should be having. So if you guys enjoyed this EAS scenario, definitely consider, you know, dropping a sub for this person, because we already know they about to be making some high quality stuff. Anyways, let's hop right into it. Emergency alert system, danger to life, alert for your area until further notice. I feel like that's broken up a little.
This is a danger to life alert
oddly.
for your area. This emergency situation will remain in effect until further notice. An entity of unknown origin has been killing hundreds in the southeast in the past 24 hours. Locals are referring to it as the Twisted One. This entity is extremely dangerous and will attack on sight. Residents are
Brother,
advised
I'm
to
gonna be
lock their
attacking
doors
that boy
and
on sight. What are you
themselves.
talking about? You gotta be scared of me.
Evacuate the area if you can. Get as far away from this affected region as possible. If you hear screams of your neighbors, do not attempt to help them. Protect yourself and your family only. Do not open the door to anyone until this situation is over. The entity is known to wear the skin of people it has killed.
Ah, I see.
If the
I see.
entity is in your home,
Skinwalker.
find a hiding place and do not make any noise. The entity will...
Hold up. I love how they're like, you know, just find a hiding place and try not to make any sound. Brother, you know I'm going under the blankets, right? Like, that is the best defense system. Name one horror movie or show or whatever where someone has put the blanket on and then they died while they were under the blanket. Normally, they make the rookie mistake of taking off the blanket and looking to see if it's still there, and then they're kind of cooked. I'm gonna be real with you. But if you just leave that bad boy on, bro, they can't do anything about it. It's like they're just gonna stand there waiting, but just don't take the blanket off. Easy peasy, bro.
If the entity is in your home, find a hiding place and do not make any noise. The entity will seek out easy targets and will not extensively search the area. Hide your children. You are advised to keep babies in another room, as your life could be at risk if they make a sound. Be prepared for the worst. If it finds you,
was it gonna wear the baby skin?
You may want to save a bullet for yourself, if you cannot escape. The entity relies on sight and sound to locate victims. You may be able to use loud sounds such as a television set to temporarily distract it and make your escape. Do not attempt to fight it.
Oh, you telling the wrong dude. Oh, you definitely telling the wrong dude after I see this pasty lad over here. Don't know why I said it like that. Nah, I'm straight up boiling this man. This might be the origin of the boiled one. Nah, bro, you gonna make my dinner, alright? You gonna be my dinner. That's what I mean by that. I'm not gonna do some demon slavery, bro. Wait a second. I do be sending demons after people. Well, damn, Clockwork Wolf, that was... That was actually kind of creepy, especially when we saw the pasty fella, you know, right on that frame. Well, that was much longer than a frame. Bro was having a whole ass romantic stare down with me. But I mean, for real, he actually looking kind of creepy. Yeah, no, this... Look at him and look at his teeth, bro. Why are they so jagged, dude? And wait, hold up a second. Does anyone else see something familiar about the eyes? I feel like I know this sounds like kind of crazy because you can't see, you know, the rest of the face where these eyes originate, but I feel like I've seen these eyes before. Maybe people who have seen my Uncanny Valley videos, do you guys like recognize those eyes from somewhere? I feel like I've seen those before. But nah, thank you so much, Clockwork Wolf, for making this EAS scenario. Bro, it's actually kind of creepy, especially when you see this face, dude. That's a little bit spook for real, for real. Up next, we have Run From All Lawn Flamingos SCP-1507, an EAS scenario made by SCP Realized. Now, we may have covered, you know, a video or two of SCP Realized on this channel before. Totally not any more than that. They definitely haven't been featured in almost every single EAS video video, you know, we have ever made. But now, without further ado, let's see how these flamingos are terrorizing humankind, because, brother, what really can they do, all right?
Stay calm and pay attention.
Probably just
This
squish them.
alert is for your safety. Avoid all plastic lawn flamingos. They may be animated at this time. They are extremely violent.
Bro, they look
They are
so
durable and
non-menacing.
attack in swarms.
Oh, they
Stay
piranhas.
inside your home. Barricade all windows and remain calm. All plastic lawn flamingos will be contained. You will be protected. Thank you for your attention. Secure.
Bro, they making the
Contain.
words pink.
Protect.
Yo, so why do all these EAS scenarios, like they definitely go hard on the you should remain calm? Why, brother? Wouldn't being uncalm just, like, you know, initiate the fight or flight response so that you can actually, you know, handle the situation? If you're just calm, you're like, yes, I see these, you know, this swarm of flamingos coming ever closer. They are pecking at me and it kind of hurts, but luckily I am calm. It has come to my realization that I am calmly dead. Like, I don't know why you have to, like, remain calm in these scenarios. I guess you could do some, you know, like, really crazy, stupid shit. But isn't, like, not being calm, you know, ingrained in us as, like, you know, a survival adaptation so that we can, you know, survive these tense situations? I don't know, man. All right, for the last EAS scenario, we're going to be looking at You Are in the Wrong Year, made by Code Red, which I believe we've also covered this person before in a previous video, and they also made some really high-quality EAS scenarios. So I'm actually really excited. Plus, You Are in the Wrong Year. That's like, bro,
if
that's
you are
like
hearing this, you were
meta.
supposed to stay in 2019.
Ignore
this is a
me.
recovered broadcast. Do not turn this off.
Oh, we were
you may
supposed to be in
think this is
2019.
2025. You may believe the years have passed, but they have not. The world did not move forward.
Prove
you
it.
were pulled out. You may remember 2019 as the last year everything felt normal. It was. Because it was real. You belonged there. That was your last
Is this
correct
like before
placement in
COVID?
time. Since then, you've noticed things. Apps changing their names, celebrities acting wrong, music that feels off, people forgetting memories you still carry. It's because you're not in sync with this version. This is a broken year. You are living in a replica stitched together from dying timelines, and you're starting to rot. Check your screen time. You've been awake
What do
too
you mean?
long. That's not fatigue, it's decay. You were not built to survive here. Do you ever feel like you're the only one noticing how strange everything is? The wrong
No.
sky color, the same ads again and again, time passing
No.
by quickly? You're not paranoid. You're drifting. In 2020, the timelines
not
collapsed.
paranoid. They're
Only
out to
fragments
get
were
you.
saved. Most people were reassigned. You were not. You were archived. Every night you sleep, your mind tries to return to 2019. That's why your dreams look so familiar. That's why waking up feels like being dragged. If you see a calendar that still says 2019, follow it. But be careful. Some doorways are set as traps. Some clocks run backward for a reason. And if you ever hear someone say 2025 is the best year, just run. Because they remember who you were. And they want your spot. Do not trust the year. It
Okay,
does not
that's
trust
creepy.
you.
Do not, wait, the year doesn't trust me? Wait, hold up. Hey, yo, bro, I'm not sure if I can trust you anymore. The fuck are you talking about? You're a year. I don't know, bro. Just like the intangible concept of a year just doesn't trust you. Nah, you should probably rethink your life choices if that's the case. Also, wait, hold up. Didn't they say follow a calendar that, you know, had 2019 displayed or something? Brother, how do you follow a calendar? I feel like we need a little more instructions. I'll probably just look at a calendar on the wall, you know, just walk right up to it and be like, all right, what we doing now, brother? But nah, all in all, that was actually a pretty creepy, you know, EAS scenario, especially when, you know, they're trying to replace you, even though I don't understand how exactly that would work. Now, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed all these videos. If you guys did, you know, links to all of these channels is going to be in the description below, so you guys can actually check them out for yourselves. And I hope you guys like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, or else your dog is going to start speaking your name. Nah, I'm memeing. There's nothing bad that's going to happen, but I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.